Gale Warning, written by Christopher Augery. A strong wind had been blowing all day, and that night it grew worse. Next morning, the Fat Controller was eating toast and marmalade for his breakfast when his wife, Lady Hat, came in. She told him that some slates had been blown off the roof of their house in the night. "I'll get someone to replace them, my dear," he promised. "No use until this girl has died down, though. They'll blow off as fast as they put on." At the shed, the engines had been teasing James. Once in a wind like this, he had been spun round and round on a turntable and had to wait for the winds to drop down before he could be rescued. "Be careful, James," said Henry. "Mind you don't go any turntables today." "Careful yourself," retorted James. "Make sure you don't stick in a tunnel when you need shelter." Henry didn't care. The engines laughed as they went to take their trains. Henry's first stop was at the station before the viaduct. "Be careful, Henry," warned the station master. "The wind on the viaduct is very fierce today." But Henry was lucky. The winds dropped for a few moments at just the right time, and he brought his train safely over. The station beyond was an exposed place too. Henry knew this, but he was so pleased at crossing the viaduct safely that he had forgotten. "Fancy worrying about a little bit of wind," he said to himself. "No, I'll have no more stops until the workstation. That's wanting the buffers for old James." But as he rattled through the station, he saw something that made him whistle shrilly in horror. 100 yards in front, a tree was suddenly uprooted by the gale and crushed along the line. "Ooh, ah!" groaned Henry as his brakes came hard on. Closer and closer he came. His wheels skidded along the rails. Henry shut his eyes. Nothing happened. Carefully, Henry looked again. He saw they had stopped 6 inches from the fallen tree. He let off steam with relief as the guard ran running to see what was the matter. Henry pushed his coaches back to the station, and all the passengers came to congratulate him on avoiding a nasty accident. "Well done, Henry," said James when he had heard. "Perhaps it's useful to be able to stick when you need to after all."